if you're into Dandy Blend, or if you're just, stumbling upon this video and you also have anxiety and you're looking to just kind of chill out a bit in a natural way, just like, soothe your soul. And I think these Teeccinos are a great new option. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz, and I'm going vegan while doing things a little extra each time. And long time no see, right? I've been really just trying to focus on creating food and putting out new recipes when I can during this quarantine. It's been such a very weird period of time for us all. And, there have been times where I've, fallen back into my I don't call it need for caffeine. It's not a need because caffeine doesn't really affect me in any other way other than giving me anxiety or heightening my anxiety. But now, working from home and everything and just being home a lot, I've just really fallen into having coffee a lot more often. When I used to have to go into work and that kind of thing, I was able to really significantly cut myself back and focus on tea or just water, because I would be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna pick up coffee on my way to the office. I'm not gonna spend the money on this or whatever. But now that I'm just at home and can just make coffee whenever I want for free, it's been an interesting ride. And with certain periods of this, epidemic, I've just hills and valleys, like they always say. And there have been weeks where I've just stopped having the caffeine. At one point I had just switched to, instead of coffee, I was like, maybe I can just do kombucha or something like that to just still give me something, but it just didn't really work. And my anxiety would just get worse. And then I was like, okay, well, let me get back into yoga. Let me get back into my meditation. You just fall into that, it just snowballs into trying all those other things you've done before. And I was like, what really helped me was cutting back the caffeine. And so I had heard about these, again, in no way affiliated or sponsored, obviously, on this small of a channel, but I found these Teeccinos roasted herbal tea sampler, and they're prebiotic, acid-free, and caffeine-free. I love that they noted that they're acid-free, because the acid and acidity in coffee can if I have too much, especially a particular blend of coffee, if it's more acidic or stronger, I will get stomach upset. So I was like, okay, cool. And so you might be wondering how is this any different than Dandy Blend? Which, if you haven't seen that review yet, I'll link it up in the cards. But so it's basically the concept of Dandy Blend flavored. And I just picked up the sampler because I just wanted to try. And I'm also sad because Dandy Blend, if you remember, don't know, you can get that in a big, I think it's a pound bag or 2-pound bag. It's something crazy. And it's supposed to give you hundreds of servings. But this, first of all, I just wanted to pick up the sampler again to try. But you can only, I think, still get it in boxes like this, where you can get one flavor in 12 bags, and so on. I don't think I've seen it in a bigger option. If there is, please let me know, because I'm actually, spoiler alert, kind of really interested in getting more. But yeah, so this sampler, you get French roast, vanilla nut, hazelnut, and Maca Chocolate. And there really is, I was curious if they were just labeling them that way or if there would be like any difference in ingredients. And there really is. Like the French roast, the thing that sticks out is that the other ones don't all have is natural coffee flavor, organic carob, organic barley, etc. So the French roast is more true to Dandy Blend. It's pretty strong in that earthy, deep, weird hickory, or chicory, I'm sorry, flavor. So this was, I hate to say my least favorite because I still did drink it, and I'm down to just, one pack of each flavor. I really kind of just blew through this sampler box because you get 4 of each, or I'm sorry, 3 of each. And I didn't hate it, but I'm used to Dandy Blend. So take that as you will. But this is definitely, if you're looking for flavored, you're not gonna get it here. It's just Dandy Blend. Vanilla Nut. So I really enjoyed this one, and this one has natural vanilla flavor, organic figs, dates, and almonds to give you that nutty, sweet aroma. And speaking of aroma, I want to note all of these flavors, as soon as you open these packets, smell exactly as advertised. Exactly. To a T. You open this pack up, it smells like vanilla and nuts. Like, yes, vanilla on almonds. It's amazing. Same with hazelnut. Smells like hazelnut. Maca Chocolate smells exactly like chocolate, like you're opening up like a pack of hot chocolate. It's amazing. And I found that that's kind of the shtick with these. Not that I think they're like a gimmick. They're not at all. They're still tasty. But I do think a lot of the taste comes from the smell, if that makes sense. You know how we kind of like perceive our taste through our smell? I feel like that's definitely what's happening with these. You could sniff the packet like after taking out the tea bag in here. It smells amazing. And then you brew it and it's a little different, like a weaker smell. But as you drink it, you still get that like hint of smell before you taste it, and that's what like I think helps these go down a lot smoother than Dandy Blend. I really enjoyed Vanilla Nut. It's still, I think, next to French Roast, like my second least favorite, just because I'll get to it. Hazelnut was so much better, but yeah, still a solid option. Hazelnut, so good, so good. And this has pretty much the same thing. It has the dates, almonds, figs, but natural hazelnut flavor. And it was just like a good little, you want like a little nutty coffee that's not like too sweet with the vanilla. It was a really solid option. I enjoyed this one, and I think I blew through it first. I think I went through the other 2 packs first. Maca Chocolate. What do I say about Maca Chocolate? So this one has organic chili flakes, organic chocolate flavor, organic cocoa. Like, again, like I said, when you open this one, it smells exactly like hot chocolate. And you're like, oh, yes. And then you brew it. I don't know what it is. Would I put this below like French roast? No, because I still did gravitate toward this. Again, I think purely based on that scent factor. But does it taste like chocolate in the end? I don't personally think so. I feel like this is the only one it kept pulling me in purely on scent, but that's like really all it has going for it. It's kind of still just like the French roast, but with a better smell, like with a chocolate smell. But the taste doesn't carry through in the brew. So, yeah. But like I said, all solid options. I enjoyed them all in their own way. And I've tried them, yes, hot and iced. Now, I don't think these ever say to turn them into like a latte like I did with Dandy Blend, because that had like you could, it has instructions for an espresso type beverage. These don't. It just says if you you can add your milk, non-dairy milk, or sweetener. Yes. So for ice, they want you to brew 2 tea bags. And I honestly just did it with one, especially because I had the sampler pack and didn't want to just waste them all on one glass, like half of a flavor on one glass. But even with one, and I'll show you a clip here of how strained it looked. And again, maybe that's because I used one bag. I really don't think so. Because even when I tried iced again, it just like doesn't matter how much creamer I put in. And I was using a good creamer. I wasn't even just using just plain Oatly. I was using the Oatly Barista blend. I really wanted to like test it with an actual like made to be vegan creamer. And I just ended up stopping because I ended up just stopping making these iced because I was like, I'm just wasting my creamer. Like I would put in significantly more than I do in my hot beverages, and it just never really made a difference, and it still just tasted so strainy and just, you know, didn't give you that nice like coffee light look. Uh, but maybe if you prefer black coffee and you can handle like black dandy blend, these would probably work for you. Because I still had that like smell factor, and I feel like at least for especially like vanilla nut and hazelnut, the nutty flavor came through a little bit better when they were iced. Um, but that brings me to my main point. My main opinion of these was that they're significantly better hot. And I like them better hot because I just felt like compared to iced, the flavor lasts a little longer. But even when I say that, there's one caveat, which is I like them like straight after being brewed hot. Like if these start to go room temp at all, or just like lukewarm, I'm done. Like there's something funky for me about the scent flavor interaction, and then it's just like having like colder dandy blend. It just didn't work for me. So I have to drink these pretty quickly, which is fine because you're technically only supposed to put them in 8 ounces of water anyway, which is what I was doing. So it's not a ton, and that's what worked best for me. And so flavor aside, these were great at keeping my anxiety at bay, but actually giving me energy. It was so weird. I did not have that with Dandy Blend. Dandy Blend, yes, helped curb my like want of coffee flavored things, and you know, by default because it's caffeine free would like help ease my anxiety. But these like ease my anxiety and give me that added boost. Like it was crazy. I would drink these after doing my morning yoga, and then I would be like so prepped and ready for work, which sounds like so funny, but it didn't even matter which flavor I had. Like they all did that for me. And you know, I've been using these now for the past month. I've been trying to like stagger their use so I wasn't just like, oh my god, like these were great for one solid week. No, they've been great for a whole month. And I just, you know, and that's like me not having them obviously every day, or I would have blown through these in just 12 days. But even just like once or twice or 3 times a week has just made a significant difference. It like immediately calms and energizes me. You know, like calms my worried mind, but energizes me in the ways that I need to be. And I really like that. I just think it's really good. And they even say that you can use it as a low calorie dessert and energizing smoothie base. I guess that could be interesting. I've never thought to put like, especially when I was using Danny Blend, like that in any other sort of drink. But I guess if it's gonna lend you that like coffee-ish flavor, it would be cool. So I did not try that, but yeah, I just I don't know. There's something like great about these little Teeccino bags. So that's kind of what I've been doing to, keep my anxiety at bay and just in a more flavorful way than Dandy Blend. Not that I disliked Dandy Blend by any means, but I just didn't want that same flavor all the time, especially because even in my Dandy Blends review, you'll see that I mentioned there's only like specific ways that I liked to drink that as well, whether it was like hot versus cold versus latte. Um, so, even though I really only prefer these hot, there's still that flavor element to like carry you through it. And I don't know, I like them. That's all I can say. I like them. I like that they calm me. I like that they give me energy. So, yeah. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And while you're at it, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so you're notified when new videos go up. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.